I want to take a little bit of time and show you where I'm at with my character and stuff, because you're going to be like, fucking what? Because I mentioned to you that the game has different classes, and they do have different effects and stuff.
Oh, look, the cloak.
Yeah, you get like a little chest piece and stuff.
Oh my god.
So squares your standard light, and then triangles your heavies. That's your parry.
Yep.
You have your standard block. You have your attacks. You have your dodges. It's very straightforward. Talk to her anyway. Unless you want me to explain it.
The best way to learn about it is to try it.
Press start. Whoa. So there's a big menu that popped up on your bottom right there. So, okay, we're in your menu. In the middle, that's your class. The big X. Go to that. That tells you... So you remember how in Dark Souls... Okay, this is where it's going to get fucking crazy. You ready?
All right.
So in Dark Souls, you have numbers.
Yeah.
They simplified it. You just have the value.
Okay.
So the class determines the value. Right now, you're in the fighter mode. So you have B plus strength, B dexterity, and then C, D plus, DD. Right?
Okay.
Those are your number, basically.
Okay.
Leveling up will not change that, but it'll improve your resistances and your damage outputs and stuff like that. Those are your class-based abilities. Equip Adrenaline.
Hang on.
Temporarily boost attack power.
Give it a try.
So go ahead and back out of the start menu. Hold down R2 and press triangle to activate your buff. And then hold down R2 and press square.
R2. Oh, it's not.
Oh, it's because you're talking. She's talking to you. There's a guy behind you. You get special moves based on your class that you can unlock as you go forward.
Thank you.
Backstab.
Oh my god, so edgy.
It's pretty cool.
Good to know that I still have the souls down. I instinctively target locked and went for the backstab.
the instinct
that is my experience with Dark Souls.
That's how ingrained in you it is. Ranger code unlocked. Go to start. Change class. Change to Ranger. So this changes all of your stats. Strength becomes C, dexterity becomes B+, etc. Right?
I can no longer wield my current weapon.
The current weapon is too heavy because it changed your overall carry weight. So go up to the hammer, change to the bayonet.
Yes, that's much better, isn't it? Oh, that using your blood veil will let you, in addition, if you...
I don't care.
I'll explain it. So go back into the menu for 1 second. Oh, it doesn't pause. Get ready for that guy. So go ahead and, yeah, do that. Heavy attacks are a shot with the bayonet. Different bayonets have different shots.
Okay, so that's legit.
So hold down heavy with this at range.
Hang on. Let me bait the guy.
Now, I don't know if it's with this one or with another one. That there is a bayonet you get pretty early in the game. A standard shot is a single bullet, but if you charge it, it's like a spread.
Okay, caster.
There's one that you get later that is literally a shotgun.
That is what is called casters possess powers like mad with it.
All right.
So that one is based on, now you have the equivalent of the magic arrow from Dark Souls, the wizard that casters would get. That's what your triangle is right now.
Okay.
While you were in the Ranger mode, you had access to an X ability. See if you can switch back to it real fast, just so you can see it. Oh, you can't change class. Never mind. It wants you to use the ability, so triangle. There you go. It's just a little pop.
Gotcha.
And that levels up. You can get better versions of that eventually.
Gotcha.
When you're near the missile, press X to rest. It's a bonfire.
Oh, hi there.
That
was, I just held X.
I've never seen that before. Interesting.
Interesting.
But yeah, missiles are your bonfire. There's two versions. There's a
Okay.
bonfire version where you can sit down, you can rest, restore all your charges, reset the world, enemies respawn, right?
Yeah.
There's a light version where you click it and it uncovers your whole map.
Gotcha. I think I'm going to roll with Ranger.
Okay. So go to the caster real fast because it wants you to unlock a gift. Pick I think it's the bottom left one is what it wants. The Blazing Roar.
Acquire.
That's the equivalent of your Dark Souls Pyromancer's Fireball.
Gotcha.
Okay. I think it wants you to rest. There you go.
Powerful gift that punishes foes. However, its cost in Ichor is high, so be careful that you use it at the right time.
Ichor is your magic bar, basically, and it recharges on melee hits. That's what that 30 is. You want to try and get that backstab, huh?
Yep.
The enemies in this are not particularly smart, by the way.
What? Okay.
It does not only
It's really noticeable sometimes.
you are your blood is the only teacher you have.
So it's all about blood. I
Yes.
see.
They're not vampires. They just need blood to survive.
Save world.
I need blood to survive.
Yeah, about that.
All right. It looks like we're leaving the tutorial.
It looks that way. So you had some time to fool around with that. How does it feel as a Souls player?
Very organic with a few quirks. I think I can work on it. I definitely want to remap a handful of things.
I don't know if you could on PS4.
Not remap in the conventional sense, redistribute my powers, at least magically.
Oh, the R2 menus?
Yeah.
Oh, you can super do that.
And that would make this character much more playable, at least for me.
Yeah. What I do is all the stuff that's like buffs and stuff I put down on there's the top menu and then the bottom menu of R2. That's
Yeah.
on D-pad.
Oh.
So I put my passives and my stuff in that menu.
My God, that orange is perfect.
It is, actually. It's really nice.
A really solid detail.
Yeah, depending on the comments, maybe we'll just LP this at some point. Who knows?
Solid, solid. If you try not to stare at her feet, the boots are okay.
Yeah. It does affect her run cycle a little bit, but it's not too noticeable when you're busy trying to fight stuff.
Don't worry, it's okay. I don't remember either.
So when I did this, I had the big like hunter, vampire hunter D hat on, and every time it tried to show a dramatic close up of my character's face, it was just a hat. I couldn't see anything.
All right, let's boogie.
That little backpack you put on might have some wild consequences in
Oh, I know.
clipping as we go forward.
I am highly anticipating it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's slow. Give me the fast rolls, damn
Nope.
it.
Nope, you got to make the dramatic anime lore walk. Oh god, Franz, don't look.
What?
He's real bad with what do you call it?
Oh, with the way I watch my surroundings.
No, with like Mirror's Edge style, like excessive movement of camera and stuff makes him really sick.
Well, this is going to be a very, very hard thing to watch because you and I play games very similarly.
Dark Souls, I lead the camera, but I don't like constantly like, snap it around, if that makes sense.
Oh, I snap it around.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
This game's pretty cool.
This game's pretty cool.
We haven't even played it yet, really. I mean, you haven't. I have.
Thimbles, huh?
Everyone, everywhere is thirsty.
Yeah, just random thimbles, cuz.
Just cause.
Sometimes you just gotta have a thimble.
Cure that
It's not a
thirst.
thimble, it's Turkish
One that
nipple
makes
armor.
tears
Third Rock from the Sun's a pretty funny show.
I forgot what that was.
That's
I
what
forgot
they say.
completely about Third Rock from the Sun.
I don't forget about Third Rock from the Sun.
This way.
It was a show I watched while I was in high school, and I was just like, how did I not watch this more? It's so fun. Because my mom told me
Oh
about
my
it.
god, the backpack is already clipping.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
perfect.
It's all right. It's all right.
Just right through the glove.
Just nom nom.
Nom,
Let me
nom,
taste your
nom,
essence.
babies.
That effect was really jarring, and I don't know what about how to
Something
describe
about
it.
it looked kind of weird. You know what it is? It's the generic foliage effect of we have this thing that's got a really low poly count, and we're just going to stretch it and grow it
Yeah.
while it's in the middle of the frame.
That's exactly how I would describe it. Yes.
So, it is you.
So it is you. Oh. Stop it, Ronald. Stop.
So these things are pretty cool.
Is this Sunny D?
Sorta?
Here. This is for you.
There's no like Dark Souls equivalent I can really compare it to.
Okay, for those of you that aren't familiar with the slang there, Sunny D is the Estus flask, or flasks if you're referring to 3, and yeah. Those are your healing items.
In this one, it's not exactly the blood beads aren't used necessarily for
A new
healing.
spring and a fresh source of labor. We really hit the jackpot. Get up. It's time for a bit of fun.
I will end you.
Big anime blink. That's called blinking owlishly.
Interesting.
What does she remind me of? She reminds me of Melfina from Outlaw Star. That's it.
You awake then? Whoa, keep it down. Your friend just fell asleep.
What's the shiny?
You got a mask.
I cut them off to talk to the guy.
And he didn't even say
More
anything. There you go.
importantly, without those things, we revenants will join the ranks of the lost in a flash.
So be careful. All right. Is there anything else down here
Nope.
that I can? Nope.
R1 to speed up.
Solid.
They've got all the little quality of life things are there, basically.
That's a good feeling.
You can teleport.
They
between-
learned a lot from Souls.
that you can teleport between bonfires right away.
Oh,
There's
so good.
The one thing that I said was a crazy, giant, weird improvement because me and Franz tried recording this, and he ended up like
Passing out.
passing out because he was exhausted from work, which you can't blame the guy. He works like 100-hour weeks or whatever. Oh, his texture's got to load in. Holy shit, that looked weird.
Guy looked like he had like 3 arms for a second.
Just for a second.
Next collection.
It's because he's wearing a coat with the sleeves off.
Right, I'm on my way. All dried up, just like the others.
Yeah, all dried up. So there's no sense in searching with the miasma like this. Let's...
I'm waiting for the
You know what
moment
these
I
are,
can do
right?
the backstabbing.
It'll come.
Blood beads, right? Yes, very good. Now I want you to search for blood beads in the tunnels ahead of here. You see, it's only a short time before the collectors come to take our levy. But once they do, I'm afraid we won't have any blood beads to give them. If we don't find some, Silva's hounds will strip the shirts right off our backs. Well, that's the long and short of it.
Why does it have to be us?
Don't ask me. The stupid levy system was Silva's idea. If you have a complaint, I suggest you take it up with him.
You see what I mean? Where I said that they
lot
give
go
you
first.
information
Get to work.
more so than Souls, but the information they give you, you're
right.
still
it's
not
still
super
hella
clear.
vague.
You're just like, I don't know what any of those things are.
There's a better time and place. For now, we just have to obey.
Next! Whoa there. You wait here with us. You can have this one back when you return. In exchange for any blood beads you find, of course. Oh, and I hear the hunter has been showing up around here lately. So make sure you don't all get killed.
He's the PKK.
The pursuer.
That is a dumb reference, again, just for me, from .hack GU. It's the main character goes out and kills player killers, so they call him the player killer, the PKK.
It looks like we can't get back up.
It's a
from here.
dumb reference, but it kind of
We'll have
fits.
to look for
But
another
it
way
works.
back. Oh, I'm Oliver Collins, by the way. Nice to meet you.
So that's one of the things in this game that's a little bit weird, is you just have fucking Japanese dudes with super American names, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, well, this is Furious George. Nice to meet you.
That's true. I forgot your character's called Furious George. So right now you're in fighter stance. And now you're not.
And now I am not.
You can't use the big heavy swinging
I don't
thing.
plan on it.
Should we set out?
So you, like, honestly, the best way to play is literally just switch between them as you see fit. Okay, important detail. Close that. Before you do anything, go to your start menu. All the way at the bottom, you see the hot bar?
Sure.
Yeah.
I can
Take
wait.
that off. Just select it again, I think. No, back out and press square. That's what it is. There you go. That is the equivalent of a mana pot. It restores your Ichor.
Gotcha.
You'll get a green variation of it. I want you to also take that off your bar when you get it, because it is the equivalent of an expendable Estus charge that you will not get back. And I used all. You get 3 of them at a time.
A dead loss.
Okay, so right now you notice you have the really cool dodge.
Say
Yeah.
dead, but
That is because go to your start menu,
it's just a
go to the
dormant
pipe.
state before they turn into real
Yeah.
monsters.
select it.
Or so I've heard.
Mobility quick. That is what that
Sometimes
is.
it takes years
Oh.
for the transformation to start.
Oh, while you're in there,
You can just leave
Yeah.
go back to it again. Strength stat scaling. It is exactly like Dark Souls.
It is. That feels good.
I'm just putting that out there right now. The
How
other
do
thing-
I take something off of my equip menu?
square?
I'm trying.
Oh, then I guess you can't. It's not going to give you any negatives because literally there's nothing you can do about it. The best option would either be to switch off of Ranger back to Fighter because that's what it's intended on, or alternatively, just ignore it.
Did you just see movement?
So Oliver's there literally to just back you up and be a bro. He's pretty cool.
Please don't fall.
Hey! So there are different backstab animations depending on what weapon you're using. There's like 4, 5, I think. I think 4.
I'm blown away.
Your map. So you
Oh,
see
hang
the
on.
diamonds?
Yep.
Those track where you've physically walked on the map, and until you find a bonfire or some small bonfire equivalent, you'll have to use those diamonds on the map to guide you and tell you where you've been and where you have to go. They shrink over time depending on how many steps you've made. They
Gotcha.
stay for a long ass time.
Is there something good in there?
Heavy axe.
Can't use it.
No, you can't.
Well, yeah, I can.
You're just not going to because of reasons. So you have an ability that I really don't like as your X,
Yeah.
because it is a dodge that costs mana to use.
Fucking
The menu.
tutorial menu being
Tutorial
all
menus.
up my ass
Yeah.
about like.
Turn around. There's an item behind you. You see the little star in your map.
Oh, so there is.
That
That is a quality of life improvement.
The only thing that makes it kind of got an unintended side effect is you don't look at the world as much. The way that
Yeah.
trade-off kind of works in this is that the world's also not that interesting to look at. Like, all the areas in Dark Souls, for example, you get those backstabs really, like,
I told you, dude.
damn. Shredded them. In Dark Souls, all the areas are distinctly vivid and you can tell where you are just at a glance, right?
Yeah.
In this, it's not as easy.
Gotcha.
The environments are less detailed, generally a bit more, there's a chest back there on your right side, by the way.
Yeah.
Left, and there you go. So a big thing popped up when you finish that menu, or when you finish that fight.
Lost bayonet.
Lost bayonet. So now you can switch out the big thing. And
Oh, I
think
can use the axe.
Yeah, use it instead of the pipe was the plan.
Queenslayer. Oh, gotcha.
So that the armor you wear determines what your backstab animation is. So the damage on the axe is way better, but it slows down your
How do I
roll.
switch weapon again?
You would have press up on the D-pad.
All right.
It's such a cool animation. So at the end of the last fight, a thing popped up that said, "Hey, these 3 skills are mastered." That means
Okay.
you can use them in any fighting stance or class that you unlock as you go forward,
Gotcha.
no matter what.
That girl, she's your friend, right? We should find some blood beads and go back for her quick.
I want us to at least finish the tutorial, so this video is going to be long.
Right.
Or this series of videos, rather. Because we're technically probably in just about part 3 now. Or part 2, with a part 0 being the character creator. Depending. I'll figure it out in post, whatever.
We'll get there.
We play it fast and loose here on the channel. You passed an
I
item.
missed an item.
It's so helpful.
Really is.
Because it doesn't pop up right away.
Where-
It's under the cabinet there.
Ah.
I didn't get that for like 20 hours, and then I came back here just like to walk around, and I found it.
Gotcha.
Items. Oh, you have a phone call.
I do, but my phone's not displaying who it is. Here, I need to take this. Anyway,
Okay. So right ahead of you is a mysterious thing.
Is better.
purify rotten thing.
Rotten missile. So that's your mini bonfire. You
Oh,
can't
I'll take
rest at
that.
it and reset the world, but it gives you a
See
map.
that too?
Hey,
Is there something good in there? You have to use whatever you can to survive.
something good in there. So go up to your armor.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a mild improvement.
And go ahead and select that. And now you have a cool jacket.
Be ready for anything.
A silly jacket.
That you don't wear all the way and just totally have your whole body exposed. All your vital organs and stuff just out on display.
Don't worry, it's plot armor.
There's the real bonfire.
Level up! Actually... what's that? Sonic arrow.
That's the little magic arrow from DS. That's the comparison.
Gotcha.
Temporarily gives your weapon poison. Guard stability, reduce stamina consumption while you are guarding. So
It can't
each
be-
class's individual thing you can unlock, but until you master it and it gets that little star
Right.
like the top row, you have to be in that stance
I have to be
use it.
in that stance to use it.
Yes.
Got it. Level up! I
This
do
is
not-
on this is on PC, by the way, so you could buy it anytime.
Oh, I hate you.
Yeah, you do.
I missed a thing back here.
Did you?
Looks like. I didn't check out this room.
Ah, tutorials. I think this is your progression, actually.
I'm okay with that. I
That's
don't
fine.
really need to backtrack right now.
You're out of map zone now, by the way. Hello,
At a
sir.
disadvantage here.
So this cloak has a different animation for the parrying and the backstabs and stuff.
All right.
You'll
well,
like it a
what's
lot
the,
more.
What's the attack button?
For what? Shooting?
Yeah.
It's heavy attack.
I just
get
backtrack. I
past this
just
earlier?
jumped backwards into the thing.
Did you just accidentally jump into a cutscene? Whoops.
Are you okay? Did you get hurt?
Revenant. Or
Lost.
whatever.
Technically, you guys are all revenants. It's like saying that someone is an undead in Dark Souls.
Got you. The bright orange. Definitely
It
a good
actually,
pull with
it actually
this.
works a lot. It pops.
That could have gone better. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. Go on. You just focus on finding some blood beads, all right? That girl is waiting for you.
What was that character who died at the beginning of Dark Souls?
Oscar of Astora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.